Now this is where it gets interesting. The defense is stipulating, that the defendant is currently incompetent. That means both sides accept the findings without a fight. But they're also saying he can be restored within a legal time frame. That usually involves treatment, often in a forensic facility. So this isn't the end of the case, it's more like a pause button. But think about this, if someone needs to be restored just to stand trial. What does that say about their condition during the alleged crime?
Zero under the supervision of a actually long.
Oh, really? Okay, permission to practice is great.
Thank you, Your Honor. Christina Berg, hearing for the people.
Morning, Judge Mike Gaddy, Assistant Public Defender on behalf of Ms. Riapelli, who is here via Zoom. If you could state your name, ma'am.
Kirsta Riapel.
Your Honor, I have had a chance to speak with Ms. Riapel, and we are asking to adjourn this matter so I can visit her and go over the mitigation information that we have prepared. I'd like to do that in person with her. So I'd ask the court for a couple weeks adjournment so I can accomplish that.
So you want 2 weeks or 3 weeks out?
Maybe 3 weeks, Judge.
August 7th. I think it's probable cause conference will be adjourned August 7th, 2025, 9 a.m.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Continue. Thank you. Court calls case People versus Amanda Scardutz.
Morning, Your Honor. Gloria Berg, Assistant Prosecutor appeared on behalf of the people.
Good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor. Kerma Dadush on behalf of Ms. Scardautis. Ms. Scardautis, can you please state your name for the record? Oh, she's not unmuted.
I don't know if she can. Where
Amanda,
she's at MDOC.
can you try to see if someone can unmute you at MDOC?
You're trying to force it.
Amanda, can you please say your name for the record?
I don't know if she can hear.
And just like that, the judge locks it in, the defendant is officially not fit for trial, and the court schedules a review 90 days out. That timeline is key. It shows the court is giving the system time to work, but not indefinitely. This is the balance courts constantly try to maintain, fairness to the defendant versus efficiency in the justice system. But here's something to think about, if after 90 days nothing changes, what should happen next?
Hear us. Yeah, but she's not responding. They're at different facilities, correct?
No.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
The two that couldn't hear me, because I got two
Oh.
that are unmuted but cannot hear me. All right, I'll pass that matter.
thank you, Your Honor.
You'll contact or try. Court does call the case, People versus Mariah Thomas.
Kerma Dadush on behalf of Ms. Thomas. Ms. Thomas, can you please state your name for the record? Same. Okay.
Ms. Thomas, if you can hear me, if you can wave your hand, I would appreciate it. Yeah, I'm not getting.
My name isn't Miss Thomas.
Oh. Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think that's her.
Okay,
No.
what is your name, ma'am?
My name is Anitra Coomer.
Got her.
She was adjourned via STIP.
She was adjourned.
And Ms. Coomer, just for the, I'm coming to see you on Monday. I have.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, sorry about that. I
Okay.
guess it was adjourned
That's
via
fine.
step. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Maybe they can put Amanda in there.
Pardon? So do we have Miss Thomas?
I thought that was Ms. Thomas. Because,
Yeah.
Yeah, so no, we don't have.
Okay.
Here's something you'll notice happening over and over: adjournments. Lawyers are asking for more time, not because they're unprepared, but because preparation is everything. Whether it's reviewing mitigation evidence or simply meeting a client in person, these delays can actually make or break a case. But from the outside, it can feel like the system is dragging its feet. So what do you think? Is this necessary strategy, or just more delay?
This is going well.
Well,
So you want to adjourn that out?
well,
Was
Miss
she,
Thomas's?
pardon?
No.
Is Miss?
Miss Thomas is in the NDOC, dates of April 11, when that facility signed.
Oh.
And I just thought they signed it early. I can come get it.
Okay, so she's at 11.
Yes.
We are adjourning Amanda. I think she has to stay here and for the record anyway.
Yes, she does.
Okay, thank you.
Well, I have to make sure it's her too.
I believe that is her.
Amanda? I just don't know why we don't have. That's it, Huron Valley.
Yes.
See if you can get through to them. Court does call the case of the People versus Donnell Young Senior.
Good morning, Your Honor. Jeff Dean, Special Assistant Attorney General, here on behalf of the people.
Good morning.
Morning, Your Honor. Michael Gaddy, Assistant Public Defender, on behalf of Mr. Young, who's here to my right. State your name, Mr. Young.
Donnell. What are we doing?
Your Honor, I did have a chance to communicate with Ms. Williams from the AG's office. At this time, Mr. Young would like to set this matter for the preliminary examination.
All discovery is complete.
Yes, Your Honor.
The people have their witnesses available the 29th.
29th, yes, Your Honor.
Preliminary examination in person, July 29th, 2025, 9 a.m. That's before Judge Barr.
One thing, Your Honor.
Bond will, thank you. Bond will continue.
Thank you, Judge.
Your Honor.
You have a question, sir?
Oh, yes, Your Honor. I just wanted to make sure that we repeat it again on the record that we've made a pre-preliminary exam offer. And as of the date of the preliminary exam, we'll be withdrawing that offer. Just want to make sure the defendant is very clear about that. Thank you, Your
All
Honor.
right. Understand
Yes,
that.
yes, we have gone over the offer, Your Honor. It's the people's, I don't want to say standard, but the offer that they generally make.
Okay. And you understand that if it proceeds to prelim, it will be withdrawn.
Yes, sir.
All right. Very good. Thank you.
Thank you. Good morning, Your Honor.
Thank you. You too, sir. Court calls the case, People versus Hector Gonzalez.
Prisoner hearing for the people.
Morning, Your Honor. Michael Vincent on behalf of Hector Gonzalez.
Good morning, sir.
Mr. Gonzalez, put your name on the record. Hector Gonzalez, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Your Honor, today's date, time for probable cause conference. We wish to have a
Now this moment right here is almost unbelievable. A person responds, but it turns out, it's the wrong individual. That's not just awkward, it's serious. Identity matters in court. If the wrong person is addressed or recorded, it can create legal confusion or even grounds for appeal. And you can hear the uncertainty from the court itself. This is a perfect example of how quickly things can spiral when communication breaks down.
prelim exam on this matter.
All right. All discovery is complete.
Yes.
We'll have their witnesses available the 29th. Preliminary examination in person, July 29th, 2025, 9 a.m. before Judge Washington. Who are you? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I just haven't seen you in a while. I didn't recognize you. The 29th is not. Any objection from the people if I go to the next day?
We're gonna check to make sure he's there. Okay. Just make sure. Yeah, yeah.
Set preliminary examination August 5th, 2025, 9 a.m. before Judge Freshour.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Bond will continue. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, Your Honor.
Court does call the case of the People versus Jessica Hafner.
Your Honor, after the order requesting permission to have this under NCR 8.120 under the supervision of PAG.
Who? He is an intern?
Yes,
He does?
very good.
He's not old enough. All right, permission to practice is granted.
Thank you. I've got a nice phone report.
Thank you, Your Honor. Today's the date and time set for probable cause conference. We are just asking for a brief adjournment at this time. The court should have the.
Did you state your appearance?
I'm sorry, Judge Calvert on behalf of Ms. Hafner. Ms. Hafner, please state your name for the record.
Jessica Hafner.
Thank you.
Judge, we're just asking for an adjournment.
You're looking for an adjournment of this?
Yes, Judge.
All right. You want the 31st or the 7th?
The 7th? The 7th, please.
Probable cause conference will be adjourned August 7th, 2025, 9 a.m. Bond continued.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Judge.
Wait on the hallway for me. I can talk to you.
I think something happened the first time, so let me call your case. Court does call the case, recall the case of People versus Tariq Wilson.
Stephanie Can on behalf of Mr. Wilson, who is appearing by Zoom. Mr. Wilson, could you please state your name for the record?
Terry Wilson.
Thank you. All right, what are we doing?
Your Honor, I do believe I turned in a German form on this. When I attempted to make contact with him, MDOC let me know that I had to go through a lengthy process. I've started that process. He can add me to his phone call, to his visitations, and I should be able to speak with him. But in the meantime, I have filled out the application, turned it in, and I'm waiting to get approved as somebody who can come to the jail. So I'm asking for an adjournment. I do believe I asked for a 3-week adjournment because of the process.
That objection, probable cause, August 7th, 2025. Thank you, sir. Court does call the case, People versus Rahman Mohammed.
Good morning, Your Honor. Victoria Burton here, as Chief Assistant Prosecutor appearing on behalf of the people.
Calvert on behalf of Mr. Rahman. Mr. Rahman, please state your name for the record.
Rahman Mohammed. All right.
And Your Honor, we will be waiving the preliminary exam today. I have a form I'm going to ask Mr. Mohammed to sign. All right.
And sir, you're waiving your right to a preliminary examination?
Yes, sir.
You understand that that's a proceeding where the people would have to show by probable cause that the offenses are committed and that you committed them?
Yes.
You understand you'll not have that hearing and you'll proceed to circuit court for further resolution?
Yes.
People also waive their right. Preliminary examination having been waived, defendant is bound over to circuit court on both counts. Your turn.
Judge, this time, waive formal reading, stand mute.
Defendant having waived formal reading, standing mute to both counts, court will enter a not guilty plea. Pretrial will be set for
with Judge Cumby.
July 29th, 2025, 1:30, Judge Cumby.
Thank you, Judge.
This next part might sound routine, but it's actually huge. The defendant is waiving their right to a preliminary examination. That means they're skipping a critical step where the prosecution has to prove there's enough evidence to move forward. Instead, the case jumps straight to a higher court. This can be strategic, or risky. Because once you waive that right, there's no going back. So why would someone do this? Speed? Strategy? Or something else?
Thank you. Bond will continue. Lee, can you her sign off on it? Court does call the case of the People versus Matthew Brown. Matthew Brown?
Yes, I am here, Your Honor.
Correct. Ms. Constantino?
For some reason you can't get through.
Sorry, Judge.
I hit the wrong button. Good morning, Your Honor. Christina Costantino on behalf of Matthew Brown.
Hey, good morning, Your Honor. Victoria Burton here, Chief Assistant Prosecutor appearing on behalf of the people.
All right.
And Your
And
Honor-
what are we doing?
Your Honor, I was just recently appointed to Mr. Brown's case, given that we would be asking for an adjournment of the probable cause conference.
All right. Probable cause conference will be adjourned to August 7th, 2025, 9 a.m. Bond will continue.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Amanda. Court recalls the case of People versus Amanda Scardudos.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Here's now.
Good morning, Victoria Burton here, Chief Assistant Prosecutor again appearing on behalf of the people.
And Kelma Dadush on behalf of Ms. Scardudas. Ms. Scardudas, can you please say your name for the record?
Sure, my name's Amanda Lynn Scardudas.
Thank you.
Your Honor, we have come to a plea agreement. Unfortunately, we came to that agreement after the plea form was due, so we're asking for a very brief adjournment so that we can have that ready for the next court date.
2 weeks out, that was July 31st, 2025, 9 a.m. Bond continue.
Thank you. Ms. Scardudas, I'll talk to you, okay?
Okay, thank you so much. Y'all have a very wonderful day.
You do the same. Thank you.
Thank you.
Here, he'd shoot it.
I'm not.
You're not gonna. Darn. All right. Court does call the case, People versus Andrew Patton.
Good morning, Your Honor. Christina Costantino appearing on behalf of Mr. Patton. Mr. Patton, can you please state your name for the court?
Andrew Spencer Patton.
Thank you. What are we doing on these?
Your Honor, with regards to the case number ending in 5110, it's my understanding that discovery is complete to my knowledge, and we would be asking to have that matter set for a preliminary exam. But with regards to his other matter ending in 5154, I have just been appointed late last evening to that matter, so I would be asking that the PCC be adjourned so I can obtain discovery.
In the case ending in 5154, probable cause conference will be adjourned to August 7th, 2025, 9 a.m. Bond on that matter will continue. On the other matter, would the people have their witnesses available? Would the parties be available? Will the 29th work, or did you need another day?
The 29th will work, Judge.
Will? Okay, fantastic. All right. Preliminary examination in this matter will be set in person, July 29th, 2025, 9 a.m. That's before Judge Washington. Calls the case, People versus James Williams.
Christina Costantino appearing on behalf of Mr. Williams. Mr. Williams, can you unmute and state your name for the court?
Yes, ma'am. James Williams.
Your Honor, this is a date and time set for PCC. We have been working on mitigation, but our mitigation specialist does need some additional time to complete a mitigation report, given that we would be asking for an adjournment of the PCC.
Without objection, August 7th, 2025, 9 a.m. Bond continue.
Thank you very much, Judge. Have a good rest of your
Thank
day.
you too.
Thanks.
Court does call the case, People versus Richard Atkins.
When you step back and look at this entire courtroom session, one thing becomes clear: justice isn't always a straight line. It's a series of pauses, decisions, missteps, and strategic moves. From competency rulings that halt cases entirely, to plea deals that pressure defendants, to technical issues that disrupt the flow, every moment shapes the outcome. And the judge's role? Keeping it all balanced and moving forward. But now I want to hear from you. What stood out the most in this hearing? Was it the competency ruling, the plea deal pressure, or the courtroom confusion? If you found this breakdown insightful, make sure to hit that like button, Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns.